My name is Billy Perry. I'm in the class of 1999. Today is day 3 of People's Court. The case is third-degree misdemeanor assault. State versus Eddie Jenkins. Let's go into class and check it out.
All right. The Honorable Judge Salisbury presides. This is the case of the state versus Eddie Jenkins. You may be seated.
Court is now in session. Prosecution arrest yesterday. We're going to start with the defense.
Your Honor, the defense would like to call Baby Doll Jones to the stand. Baby Doll. Order.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Good evening. Could you please tell the courtroom the relationship between you and Mr. Boyd?
Well, he was my boyfriend for 2 years.
Okay, so you're his ex-girlfriend.
I guess
Speak
I'm
up,
a
please.
Oh,
sex-
could you please speak up? Could you rephrase that?
He was my boyfriend for 2 years, and now he's my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, could you please tell us the reason that you all broke up?
Well, he started devoting all his time to the paper, and he became very critical of me and my failures and other people's. And he used to illustrate it through the cartoons, and I didn't like that.
And this offended you by
Yes.
him being critical?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. What is the relationship between you and the defendant, Mr. Jenkins?
Well, he is now my boyfriend.
So you're now a boyfriend.
Yes.
Did Mr. Boyd take you and Mr. Jenkins, did he take that well, or did he kind of hit it hard?
It hit him hard because he used to call my house all the time and make little smart comments.
Could you please state one of the comments that he has recently made to you over the telephone?
Be sure to buy a copy of the newspaper.
Could you please state that again?
Be sure to buy a copy of the newspaper for you and your quarterback boyfriend.
Thank you. No further questions.
Speak up, please. Prosecution.
Hello.
Hi.
Your name is Baby Doll Jones, right?
Yes.
Okay. In your testimony, you stated that Michael Bourne was your boyfriend for 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. And why did you state that y'all broke up?
Because he became very critical of me and my failures and other people's, and he would illustrate them through his cartoons in the newspaper.
So in other words, you felt neglected?
I felt neglected and hurt.
Okay. So do you feel as though, okay, you said that you felt neglected, so do you feel as though what happened between Mr. Eddie Jenkins and Michael Bourne was because of his critical thinking about people?
Objection.
On what grounds?
She's asking an opinion.
Sustained. You have to answer.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about the situation that happened?
Objection.
On what grounds?
Opinion.
Sustained. I agree.
Okay, well,
Could you reword the question, please?
okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm just gonna ask you another question. Were you and Michael Bourne still dating when you and the defendant were talking? Y'all had no relations with each other?
No, we were
None
just
whatsoever?
friends.
Okay, so when you said that he called your house and asked you to be sure to buy a copy of the school newspaper for you and your quarterback, how did you feel about that comment? Did you feel he was being,
I thought he was being facetious.
but why? Why couldn't he just be calling your house being nice?
Because
Asking-
he used to call him
Objection.
before.
Badging the witness.
Sustained.
you feel about that? Why was he being facetious? How was he being facetious? Could you please explain?
He used to call and make little smart comments to me about us breaking up and about him seeing the defendant and I together.
Okay, but Holly's be sure to buy a copy of the school newspaper for you and your quarterback being facetious.
Because
trying
he
to be
made
funny.
comments before about us.
But I mean, this is a different comment. It is not the same comment.
Well, I just,
Excuse me, Your Prosecutor keeps asking the same question over and over, and I believe that my witness, or our witness, has answered her question. Can she please move on?
Overruled, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so really and truly, that wasn't really nothing being facetious. You just thought it was being facetious because the picture was you. I mean, could you have thought it was being facetious because it was about your boyfriend now?
Objection. You asked her opinion.
Okay, well, could you have thought that he was being facetious?
Objection. You asked her the same question.
Judge, can we have a 5-minute recess?
Yes, I'll allow you to have a 5-minute recess. Be back in 5 minutes.
High school, what's up, all you seniors? I got Toe right here, my nigga Lil E right there. What's up, Lil Chris? I like to say what's up to that class 2000. East side, you know, money making, baby. What's up, B-siders? This Lincoln High School, know what I'm saying? I got Fred right here, we chilling at Lincoln. Toe right here. I gotta give a shout out to them seniors, my brother Jimmy Boy, what's up? Yeah, this Fred, and I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody at this mug, you know what I'm saying? We just keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to my boys off that 2000, we gonna represent and break them out, baby! I gotta give a shout out to my girl, know what I'm saying? What's up, Tashika? What's up, Shantae? I wanted to give a shout out to whatever class I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what it is yet. But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got gold shiny grills right here. We ain't flipping no, know what I'm saying? We don't need no gold shiny grill to represent our class, man. Know what I'm saying? They make your teeth rotten. I'm already beautiful, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm Willa Brandon. I want to give a shout out to Lincoln High School class of double O. And I play football. I'm number 33, and I'm headed to Stillwell to St. Mary's. Health occupation.
It's that boy Monster on the mic, man. Give a shout out to the class 2000, man. Representing class of double O, man. You know what I'm saying?
Getting ready for the football season next year. That's all.
Hello, my name is Priscilla Davis, and I'm a junior, and we with the Stillwell program, Health Science. And I'd like to give shout-outs to my homegirls from class of 00 over there. My girl Maya. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, my boy over there, you know. My name is Maya Jones. I'm from that class of 2000 representing them juniors for the 9899. And this is my girl Kaylin. Hey, this is Kaylin. I produce BKAKK class of 2000. This is my little uniform working at the health occupation Stillwell. That's my little friends over there, class 2000. Put up that go ahead. Bye.
The case of the state versus Eddie Jenkins is now in session. Continue with the prosecution.
Okay, Mrs. Baby Doll Jones, do you like Michael? I mean, even though y'all still don't go together or anything?
yes, I wanted to be his friend until he started calling my house harassing me.
So, do you or do you not love Michael still?
I do not love Michael anymore.
So you don't dislike Mr. Bourne for any reason?
Other than him calling my house harassing me.
Okay, do you like Eddie Jenkins?
Yes, I do.
So why are you testifying for Eddie Jenkins?
Well, I plead the fifth.
Excuse me, could
I
you
plead
speak
the
loud?
fifth.
Okay.
Why not? I just got that.
Me too. So do you do? Why are you?
You have to answer the question, ma'am.
Okay. Could you repeat the question, please?
Why are you testifying for Mr. Eddie Jenkins?
Because I know how the fans badgers people.
Okay.
And after a while, that would get, kind of bothersome.
Okay, so would you be testifying for Mr. Jenkins if you were not his girlfriend?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because I've been badgering people.
Yes. On what ground?
Badging the witness.
Overruled.
Okay, so could you please answer the question?
I just did.
Could you repeat it?
Could you repeat the question?
I said why. I asked you first of all, would you be testifying if Mr. Eddie Jenkins wasn't your girlfriend, and you said yes, and I asked you
He's my
why.
boyfriend.
I mean your boyfriend.
Excuse me, sir. I will hold you in contempt. Have you escorted out by the officer?
Repeat the question.
Would you be testifying for Mr. Eddie Jenkins if you were not his girlfriend?
Yes.
Why?
Because Mr. Bourne badgers people through his cartoons. He criticizes them,
Okay.
and I don't think that's right. Because he has faults too.
Okay, so don't you agree that since you are Eddie's girlfriend, that your testimony could be biased? Yes or no?
On what grounds?
Opinion.
Could.
Opinion, she said, could you think? Do you think?
Would you restate the question, please, ma'am?
Don't you agree?
That's what I thought she said.
Could you please answer the
Answer the
question?
question. Excuse me. Answer the question, please.
Could you repeat the question?
Don't you agree that since you're Eddie Jenkins' girlfriend, that your testimony could be biased?
No, I don't agree.
Okay, but why?
Because I don't.
Because you don't. Could you please explain?
No, I can't explain.
No further
I answered the
questions, Your
question.
Honor.
Vince, you have any more questions? You may be excused. Vince, objection. I will have you put out of this court, young man. That goes for everyone else that's here. Defense, do you have any more witnesses?
Yes, we'd like to call Little Daryl to the stage.
Objection!
Raise your right hand.
All right.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Could you please tell the courtroom where you attended high school?
Central High.
Are you involved in any sports?
Yes.
What sport might that be?
Basketball.
Have you ever had any encounter with the prosecutor, Mr. Boyd?
Yes.
Has he ever drawn a cartoon of you?
Yes.
Speak up, please.
Yes.
Could you please explain?
Well, championship basketball game, I missed 2 game-winning free throws, and he drew a picture of an egg cracking on the free throw line.
Oh, you okay. So, did you take it that that egg might have been you?
Yes.
Why is that? I mean, is he that type of guy?
Yes.
Explain, what type of guy?
Objection.
One round.
That's an opinion.
Sustained.
I didn't say that. I say, is he that type of guy?
That's an
Opinion. Please move on.
What type of guy is Mr. Boyd?
He's a person that, if you mess up like in this type of sports events, he'll incriminate you.
Mr. Bourne testified earlier in this trial that no one has ever became angry because of his cartoon drawings. Were you at all upset?
Yes.
So that's a lie told by Mr. Bourne. Would you agree?
I would.
Okay, thank you very much. Did you try to go to Mr. Bourne?
Yes.
Was he accepting, or did he try to run away from you?
Well, every time I tried to go to him, he was nowhere to be found.
Oh, So Mr. Bourne was scarce.
I guess you could say that.
He was being a chump.
Objection, Your Honor. That is leading the witness.
Sustained. Objection, sir. You have to keep it down over there. Order. I'm sorry. You have to keep it down over there. You may proceed, sir.
Did you at all succeed in trying to talk to Mr. Bourne?
Well, yes, one time.
Did you accomplish anything?
Well, I took my aggressions out of him by speaking to him.
Okay, did you change the cartoon?
Nope.
No further question.
Prosecution, your witness.
Okay, your name is Adele, right? And you stated in your testimony that you play varsity basketball.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see the cartoon that was drawn of you by Mr. Bourne?
No, but I was told.
Oh, okay, so that's hearsay.
Yes.
Okay, so how can you get mad at someone over hearsay?
Well, because everybody was talking about it at school.
Okay, so when you approached him, what did you tell him? What was the first thing you told him when you approached him?
The first time?
The first thing you told him when you approached him?
Was it the first time?
Well, the first time, the second time?
The first times I didn't succeed because he was nowhere to be found.
Okay, well, when you did get a chance to talk to him, what was the first thing you told him?
I asked him about the cartoon strip.
Okay, could you please state your exact words?
All right. I asked him, why did he draw?
Okay, why did he draw?
Why?
First of all, you didn't see the picture, so how could you ask him why did he draw?
Because he the cartoon artist.
Okay, but if you didn't see the picture, how you know your friends couldn't have been lying?
Because everybody was talking about it.
Okay, everybody. They talked about Jesus Christ.
That's good.
Me!
Okay. But if you didn't see him right,
This is my second warning, son. One more time, I will have you put out of here.
okay, so if someone was to tell me that you said something to me, why should I approach you and say, why did you say that? Shouldn't I say, did you say that?
Well,
Okay, so you have no right to approach anyone like that.
Why not?
Okay, were you angry?
yes, I was.
when you approached him?
Order. On what ground? Badger in the week. No, there ain't no old one.
So you stated that you were angry. Okay, so you were. Okay, so were you angry enough to grab him or cuss at him?
I didn't grab it.
You didn't? You just talked to him?
Yes.
Okay, could you state for the court what you told him and then what he said to you? Your whole conversation?
And I can't recall the whole conversation.
Oh, so you can't recall.
It happened a year ago.
Okay. Do you think that the cartoon strip was humorous?
No,
Okay, how could you think it was humorous or not if you didn't see it?
because everybody was talking about it. There was an egg on the free throw line cracking.
Okay, but how could it have been you? It could have been anybody.
Because I
He
was
could have been
last-
talking about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, anybody.
Want me to say?
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to.
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan don't go to Central High School.
Okay, but that don't mean the egg was you. Correct?
Possible.
No, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so that was just a bunch of hearsay. Could you tell the court what the decisions was after you and Mr. Bourne talked?
He didn't change the cartoon.
Was anyone around when you talked to Mr. Bourne?
Nope.
Do you know that most people who are angry, can you say if he realized what he done, would he have really changed it? Or if you would have came to him in a better manner, do you think he would have changed it?
No.
Why do you think that way?
Because
Opinion. Yes, sustained.
Excuse me, I don't need your judgment. Sustained.
Okay, so you said that you don't think he would have changed it.
Right.
Okay, no further questions.
Defense, do you have any questions?
Yes. Okay, going back to the question that the lawyer asked you. Mr. Bourne is the the cartoon drawer for Central High, right?
Right.
So he draws cartoons pertaining to Central High.
Right.
So he's not pertaining to the NBA, the NHL, or the NFL.
Correct.
Central High.
Central High.
Thank you very much.
Is that all defense? Order!
Yes, sir.
This is the second time I had to say anything to the people in the court. You may be excused. Defense, do you have another witness?
Yes, we would like to call Ms. Owens to the stand, please.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Defense.
Miss Owens, could you please tell the jury on the day of this accident, where were you?
I was out of town
Speak
at
up.
a
Speak up,
appointment in
please.
Dallas. I was out of town at an appointment in Dallas.
And did you talk to the defendant, Mr. Michael, the prosecution, Mr. Michael Board, on the day of the accident?
No, I didn't. I talked to him before and told him that I was in the news.
She, understand, on this day she said that she told him that she was not going to be here. So why was the prosecution going down to the office to find Miss Owens, knowing that she wasn't going to be here?
Objection, you cannot talk to the jury. Could you please speak to them? Don't argue with me, son.
Can we have a 2-minute recess? 2-minute recess. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Thank you, 1 minute. I'll grant you 1 minute. We'll have a 1 minute recess. Court is adjourned.
I think the defense is winning and the prosecutors are losing. That's how I feel about the case. Because they have better lawyers. The defense has better lawyers.
Court is now back in session after recess of the defense. You may continue.
All right, Ms. Owens, is it correct that you are the newspaper advisor at Central High? Okay, on that Tuesday of the week that Mr. Bourne showed up that Wednesday, on that Tuesday, did you call Michael Bourne and tell him that you were not going to be in school that following Wednesday?
Yes, I did.
What was your reason?
Because I had a doctor's appointment in Dallas that following that.
So you weren't, what, can you speak up?
I had a doctor's appointment in Dallas that Wednesday.
Okay, so he knew that you were not going to be at school that Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, you speak up a little louder, please. Yes, please.
Okay, is it normal procedure for a cartoon to be approved by you before it is published in the school newspaper?
Yes, it's normal.
Were you aware that Mr. Bourne had caricatured a cartoon about the defendant, Mr. Jenkins?
No, I wasn't.
Oh. So it was not approved by you?
No.
And you were not at school that Wednesday? So Mr. Bourne testified that he was running down the stairs to go and get you, but you were not at school.
No, I wasn't.
And you called him and notified him that you were not going to be at school.
Yes, I did.
So this would be classified as a lie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Prosecution, your witness. Order.
Okay. Hello, Miss Owens. Have you ever approved any cartoon that Mr. Bourne drew?
I
Can
can't
you
hear
do
you. You
that
have to
loud?
speak up.
Yes, I have.
How long have you known Michael Bourne?
Not too long. I haven't been working with him too long. Maybe 2 years.
Could you repeat that and speak a little louder so the jury can hear you?
Maybe 2 years. Not too long.
So you're not sure?
Too long. I haven't been at this school too long.
So you're not sure how long you know him? Okay, could you tell me how the conversation went with you and Mr. Bourne when you called him and told him that you weren't going to be there that Wednesday?
I just told him that I had a doctor's appointment the next day in Dallas, and I asked him if he had anything. And I asked him, did he have anything, to put in the newspaper that I need to approve.
And he didn't mention anything about this picture. Have you ever let Mr. Boring print anything without your approval?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. So it's safe to say that you always approved everything, and
Order, you got to keep it down back there, fellas.
so is it safe to say that every time that something is drawn or written, that you have to approve it no matter what? You never let him slide and just do it on his own? No further questions.
Defense, do you have any more questions?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
You may be excused. You have another witness you'd like to call?
Yes, we would like to call Mr. Eddie Jenkins this day.
All right, jury, can we keep it down over there a little bit?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Jenkins.
Yes.
When did you go to see Mr. Boyd?
3 days before the script came out.
That was a Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, did you ask him at any time, could you all speak in private?
Yes, I did.
Did the defendant try to get away?
Yes, he did. He took off like a balloon.
Okay. So he walked away from you?
Yes, that's what he did.
Okay, was he running like he was trying to get away?
Yes, he was very scared.
Okay.
Order.
Mr. Jenkins, could you please let the courtroom know if the cartoon had came out yet?
No, the cartoon haven't came out. It was 3 days before the cartoon came out.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
But did Mr. Bourne deny printing the cartoon?
No, he didn't deny it.
So you didn't see it, but he didn't deny printing?
Yes.
Okay. Did you try to go after Mr. Bourne?
Yes, I was going towards him to talk to him, trying to talk to him. I asked him could we talk in private. He walked away from me, so I tried to catch up with him.
Did you at any time attempt to put your hands on Mr. Bourne?
I reached for him, and he jerked. And after that, boy went down.
So the purpose of you going to see Mr. Bourne, is it correct to say that you wanted to talk to him?
Yes, I wanted to talk to him.
You did not want to commit any physical harm to him?
No.
Is it correct also that Coach Seal was the one suggested that you go talk to Mr. Bourne?
Yes, that is right.
So the coach knew that you were going to talk to him?
Yes.
You did not do this on your own approval?
No. I asked my coach first.
Excuse me, defense, it's about time for us to
Yes, sir. Can we
call
please?
for today.
Can the defense?
And I need both parties to approach the bench. You may be excused until tomorrow.